Hola mi gente, it's your yoga amiga teaching you how to slow down and care for yourself because we deserve to heal. I know these last couple of weeks have been pretty crazy, and if you're like me, you might be feeling the pressure to get back to normal despite so much uncertainty. I want you to know that you're not alone. This week's class is all about finding stability in the midst of so much uncertainty by tapping into that peace that we have within us and also connecting to the ground and the earth beneath us. I am so excited that you're here. Let's get started on our mat. Let's begin in child's pose, bringing your big toes to touch, your knees out wide towards the edges of the mat. And take a few minutes just to connect with your breath. Breathing in and consciously breathing out. Inhale, come up to tabletop, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Begin to add a little bit of movement, sending your hips in circles. And come back up to tabletop. Drop your belly for cow. As you exhale, draw your navel up and in for cat. Do this for 4 breaths. Inhaling, dropping your belly. Exhale, back to cat. 2 more. Inhale, drop your belly. Come back up to tabletop and send your right leg out to plant the sole of your right foot onto your mat and send your hips forward and back. Nice, gentle movements. And bring your right knee back on top of your mat and send your left leg out, planting the sole of your left foot onto your ground. And this time, send your hips left to right, forward or back. Bring your left knee back onto your mat and gently make your way down to your belly for Cobra Pose. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bring your chest back down to your mat. Inhale, come up for Cobra. This time, lifting your palms off of the mat for 3, 2, 1. Release. Put your head back down onto your mat. Inhale one more time, coming up for Cobra. This time, lift your palms and your feet. And release back to your mat. Inhale, come back up to tabletop. Exhale, wide-legged child's pose. Inhale, come back up to tabletop. Press into your right palm. Inhale, send your left arm open to your left side. Exhale, thread the needle on the right. Come down to your left shoulder. Press into your right palm to come back up for tabletop. This time, pressing into your left palm. Inhale, send your arm up towards your right side. Exhale, thread the needle on the left. Come on down to your right shoulder or to your right elbow. Come back up to tabletop. And make your way down to your belly for Cobra Pose, bringing your palms right underneath your shoulders as you inhale, lifting your chest. Exhale, come back down to your belly. Inhale back up to Cobra Pose. This time, lift your palms off of your mat. And release, come back down to your belly. One more time, inhale up to Cobra. This time, lifting your toes and your palms off of your mat. Release, come back down to your belly. Inhale back up to tabletop. Exhale, wide-legged child's pose, Balasana. Inhale, come back up to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Curl your toes, send your hips back and up. And take some time to walk your dog by bringing your heels left and right down onto your mat. Walk your way to the top of your mat where your feet will meet your hands into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Send your palms to the tops of your thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Grab onto opposite elbows for dangling pose and sway left to right. Allow your head to just melt over the tops of your thighs. Release your palms to your mat. Coming into standing at attention, Samasthita heat. Take your time stacking one vertebra at a time, with your head being the last to rise. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, pray your hands to heart center. Just gently bow your head. Repeating, I am safe and protected. Inhale, mountain pose. Send your arms up and draw your shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, twist to your right. And square your hips to the front of your mat. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, mountain pose. Send your left and right arm up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. And place your right palm at the center of your mat. As you inhale, send your left arm up to your left side, twisting onto your left. And release your left palm back down to your mat. Bring your left palm into the center of your mat. As you inhale, send your right arm up towards your right side. And release your right palm back down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, send your palms to your thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise. Focus on one point in the front of your room. Exhale, tree pose on the right. Bring the right sole of your foot to touch your left shin. And send your right knee back behind you, just slightly. Continue to focus on that point in front of you. And if you would like an added balance challenge, bring the sole of your right foot to your shin. And if you fall out, that's okay. Have some fun and just get back into it. And release your right foot back onto your mat. Let me just shake it out a little bit. We'll repeat that on the other side. Inhale, come into mountain pose, send your arms up. Exhale, tree pose on the left. And release your left foot back onto your mat, shaking it out. As we come into star pose, so send your feet out wide, your arms out wide across your mat. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, leading with your chest. Bring your palms down to your mat.
From here, you might want to widen your stance to deepen your stretch. And walk your fingertips towards your left ankles, grabbing onto your left ankle. Walk your fingertips over to your right side, grabbing onto your right ankle. And bring your palms to the center of your mat. We'll come to a seat and make our way to lying on our back. Coming into reclined bound angle pose, bring the soles of your feet together and butterfly out your knees. Using your palms, just bring them on to your body, anywhere they land. And bring your knees up to meet each other. And send the soles of your feet to touch the long edges of your mat. And windshield wipe your knees from left to right. And bring your feet towards the right side of your mat. Using your right ankle, place it on top of your left knee and just gently press your left knee towards your mat. And bring your arms towards cactus pose. Release your right foot back onto your mat and windshield wipe again left to right. And this time, send your knees to the left side, and we'll do that stretch on our left side. Release your left foot back onto your mat. And send your legs out in front of you, arms out above you. For a final last stretch. And make your way into Savasana, final resting pose, or any resting pose that feels good for you. Giving ourselves just a few moments to integrate everything that we've learned on our mats. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. May you find peace. May you find happiness. May your path be easy. Thank you for showing up for yourself and for everyone else.